Welcome to another morning broadcast. We are at the end of the week and we've had a blowout week. Yesterday was crazy. CYN ran up and we traded that and a few other names in our live call. So let's get it in. Let's end this week out strong. And I actually just entered LCFY. So it took me a little bit of time. I think I'm on time though. I entered here on this breakout and this is the second trade for me of the day. CYN, we took on the call yesterday together, and I entered CYN, this one here, this trade. So let's talk big picture real quick, and then we'll jump over it. LCFY just popped up on the scan. Let's talk about that one. Let's go there first. Okay, so LCFY just popped up. Locify signs U.S. deal to expand AI search marketing tools. Shares rise. Anything around AI and quantum is of interest. It popped up on the scan earlier this morning, sold off, and what we saw is a recovery with strong volume. So this right here, this move, of course, at the beginning when we're looking at this chart. So let's scan out. Let's jump out here. All right, look at the big picture. So looking at this chart, it's not very interesting from a high level perspective. But when we jump over to what happened intraday, it's interesting. Popped, sold off here, and I assumed it was dead. Set alarms on it, and then it popped up. So this was up, over 40% at one time on the scan, then reclaimed VWAP, aggressively traded through, volume rose, then it consolidated, and then look for the breakout here on the consolidation. So it's just that it sold off, and maybe the shorts got trapped and spiked with volume, consolidated, and then boom, hit it there. So we'll see what else it does. Decent catalyst. Again, big picture chart isn't too sexy, but I think just that intraday move for the scalp was good enough for me to go ahead and pull the trigger to take some off, to do a quick scalp on that. All right. So what else is on the board? CYN. This one, let's talk about top names. Okay. So top names, CYN is one of them. It partnered with NVIDIA for autonomous driving cars. That's a huge catalyst. And this stock ran up over 700% yesterday. So yesterday it ran up diabolical short. I'm going to say it was a diabolical short that happened on CYF. Sorry, back over here. OST, one of my alarms. All right. I say diabolical. This thing halted at 29 and opened up at 21. Right, it's $8. So I mean, if somebody was in a short, they made a lot of money, depending on how many shares they were in. But if anybody was holding long, that was diabolical. But with that being said, and we traded that all pre-market, and it gave more trades at the open. So it ran up this morning. So I had it on watch, consolidated. We started to see the volume rise a bit here. It did some pops. I actually entered here earlier and just exited as the volume didn't quite come in. So this is what I was waiting on. I marked these levels up, and I was waiting for these highs to be broken for us to come out of that consolidation. So it started to break out here. Volume started to ramp up, and then my entry was here, just breaking out of this level, shot up here. Nice trade, took some off again, held, just started to pop, took some off there. And I was transitioning into the call here, so didn't enter again. But this little consolidation that was formed here and the breakup here could have been another entry. And then look, somebody just aggressively shorted. So CYN is still on the books for me. I'm just going to look to see if we could how we if we're going to short off or if we will move back to the upside, reclaim VWAP, and have more trades. Definitely can do that. Again, this is a really good big picture idea, one of the top for today. All right, what's up? Let me see. Let me check the scan. Jumu'ah Mubarakah Ahmed, thank you for the Blessed Friday. Blessed Friday. That's what that means in Arabic for our prayer day of prayer that we have on Friday. Okay, so here we have CYN. That's an idea. QS is another that played out very well yesterday. So QS, QuantumScape, gave out. We started on Tuesday trading it, and Thursday it just was a continuation play off of fresh news, and that one paid us out very well yesterday. So AI quantum really took off yesterday, and QS was one of those that really at the open from the jump, price ranged, pulled back, gave us entries, consolidation entries, more entries, and I didn't catch this last one, but more entries. And then it just it continued for the day. Held up nicely here, ran up a little bit pre-market, pulled back, and it is just within yesterday's high. So we'll see what else happens. I have my alarm set, and if volume comes into the stock again, then I'll be interested. So cores, let me check the scan real quick, and LCFY is still going. All right, just checking on. Okay, so Core Scientific. This one spiked midday yesterday on news that CoreWeave is trying to acquire it. So CoreWeave, if you don't know, IPO'd and exploded. Here, just from March IPO'd around 30 something there and exploded to 186. And how do you pull the take profit? All right, so let's see, and all right, I got you. Earnings breakout. Yep. All right, so CoreWeave popped, and this one, AI data center company that shifted over to AI after being in crypto space. So this one has been running up. So on news, Core Scientific popped yesterday, and it's held up and received an analyst upgrade to $18, as well as the news that CoreWeave was interested. So we have these zones here, these levels. It's on top of yesterday's high, which is good. So we'll see what happens here. All right. So I had BBLG sitting over here. LCYF is still going. All right. So yes, top names. All right. I'm going to talk about, so if this is your first time, most of our audience is building accounts, maybe have 5K, 2,500, 5K, 10K, 15K accounts, and they're building up their capital. So I focus on commentary mainly on small caps. But if you have a question about mid caps, large caps, drop it in the chat and I will answer it because I follow all of them. I follow and trade all. So just, LCFY is still going. Incredible. Okay. All right. So we'll continue. I would call out entries like I did on CYN yesterday on this call, but I'm looking for a stronger consolidation. Otherwise, if we want to milk as much of this as we can, as volume stays elevated, then you can continue lower the risk as it. I lower the risk as it squeezes higher, but if we get a solid consolidation here, then I'll call out something there. Otherwise, you know what to do if you've been on. So get through the game plan. Of course, so PO and Y. Okay, let's look at what you got here. Can Pony keep going higher today? I got the last hour yesterday. It always can continue. It always can continue, especially it holding up. What's the catalyst there? Yeah, I'd watch the levels. Mark up your levels, your higher time frame levels here. See if volume comes in. So if you look at these baskets, BBAI was one that I haven't covered yet that I was going to cover. So BBAI, we traded earlier this week, and it's one of the top ideas for me too. So while this was rising, I was trading QS, but BBAI took off and gave a similar opportunity to QS. So you can watch Pony, watch BBAI, see which one has more volume, and I think it's just it may be moving with the AI sector itself. That's so BBAI, SOUN, right? So some of these charts will be cleaner than others. So I'm tracking BBAI, but you can track Pony if you want. Look at the charts. The moves are similar. So whenever there's a certain sector, what's interesting though is how this spiked here. So I'd take some time to go look and see what was going on here, if we can. And yeah, or it could just be a sector thing. Something happened, but this one popped, squeezed really, really hard. So I definitely take a look and see what's going on there. Okay, all right. So how do you pull up to take profit and stop loss on the chart? Yeah, just press the short position tool or long position tool. It's right here. BGL on the high end, but gapped up 120 pre-market. Yep. One sec. LCFY. My entry was around 520, like 507. The thing doubled already. It's up 300% now. All right, let's see. Nike was up on earnings. So could look for a opening range trade on this one. On Nike. Wolf. Okay, take a look at Wolf. Another one of those midday spikes yesterday. All right, let me look at. Seeing if I see news on this one. No. Yeah, that's interesting. Just wanted to mark levels on. Let's see what the higher time frame chart is. Okay. What do they do? I think that's a good question. All right. Yeah. Markup levels there. RE. I'm just taking questions right now. Yeah, these all did that. I need to look at what happened there. We had that spike around the same time. I don't know. Do you know Darlene Turner? Oh no, I'm sorry. That was DEMA Demi maybe. Yep. So LCFY, yeah, AI news. That's why I hopped on that one. I was all over that one. Coral, you have to, if you click on the link in the description, and you have to book a call to see if our group is a good fit for you. Yeah, I need to look into these. These didn't pop up on my radar. Yeah, Bitcoin mining, but maybe there's something going on in the Discord room or something like that, because Bitcoin is ranging right now. So maybe it's something going on that we can't see because we aren't in the groups. That can definitely happen. We aren't in the right circle. I didn't see anything on any of the news sources that I normally look at. Thanks, Coral. All right, so I think ASTI. Let's see. Let's keep our eyes on the scan. That LCFY, that one ended up being a banger. All right. ASTI. Let's see. Upcapper. Okay, it's worth a watch of the volume because that one took off yesterday. This one could reignite the rally. Okay, let's see what else we got. Can I find VWAP or on Thinkorswim? What is it called on Thinkorswim? All right, I think I am. That's it for me for the game plan. I hit all the important stocks for me. Y'all have any other questions? Anything else you want me to look at? I think you may have to do a race on. I think you may have to do just do a Google search. Should be volume weighted average price or close to that. Sometimes when you click into the Thinkorswim studies, when you go to the studies, you may have to go to volume or maybe under moving averages. I don't use Thinkorswim on a day. on the daily. But if someone else knows, they may be able to point you right to it. But from what I remember, under studies, if you look at studies, then you should be able to find it. But maybe look under volume or moving averages. All right. Okay. All right. So top picks, cores, CYN. We're looking at LCFY. If you can trade Nike, that's one. We're looking at CRMD the other day, but they just did an offering. So they dropped. So this will be a short if somebody is looking for shorts. Okay. All right. All good. Let's get locked in. I hope y'all are enjoying these live sessions. I hope the game plan that we were putting out helps you all. Yesterday, a lot of things from the game plan ran up. QS, BBAI, CYN ran, and we had a few others there that did well. All right, so let's get locked in. Go ahead and ensure, set up your game plan for the day, how much you're going to risk, follow your plan, and make it an A+ day. Okay. All right. Hope y'all have a great day. And those on the Zoom, don't drop. I'm not leaving the Zoom. So stay there, and we'll get ready for the open. Okay. All right. Hope y'all have a great day, and I will talk to y'all later. Thanks, everybody.